We get this question all the time. What's the most important metric for SEO? Most people, their off the cuff response is going to be traffic. They're going to scream it. Yes. You might have meetings where you're debating between this keyword or that. And what it comes down to is, well, let's optimize for the one that gets the most traffic. Why would we not do that? And I got to say, I think it might be a mistake. And the way to maybe put this in the context and simplify this a little bit is let's take a lemonade stand. All right. Where are you going to put your lemonade stand? All right. So I might put it, if I want the most traffic, I'm going to do what Creations Ross here is doing. Props to Creation Ross, credit, follow him on Instagram. Now, Creation Ross here has set up his lemonade stand, risking life and limb to get the most traffic possible. He's got tens of thousands of people driving by every single day. And for some reason, Ross can't sell any lemonade, even though he is set up on the one road in town that gets the most traffic. I think it's pretty obvious why. None of these are good leads. All right. No one is going to stop at Ross's lemonade stand here and buy lemonade because one, Ross looks a little creepy, and two, it's a weird place to have a lemonade stand. And it's very inconvenient to stop here. So just because it gets the most traffic doesn't necessarily mean it's the best place for your content to be or the best topic for your content. All right, so you might say now, okay, yeah, I get it, Mark. Not traffic, but leads. For sure, it's leads. I mean, I get measured on MQLs. This is how I get paid as a marketer. So yeah, obviously leads then is the right answer. And to that, we go over to our friends here. Now, they're pumped. Look at all these leads lined up down the sidewalk. They picked the right location, and they've just got a line that's probably going to run through all the lemonade they have, except the only problem is none of these kids have any money. Look at them. I mean, they haven't gone to their parents to request anything. They see this lemonade stand. They start salivating. They walk up, and they realize it's 25 cents a cup, and they're out. And so these aren't the right kind of leads. So yes, you're getting traffic. Yes, you're getting some leads, but they're just not the right kind. They're not qualified. They don't have budget. You don't have budget. You're not going to sell a whole lot of lemonade here. Okay, so if it's not traffic and it's not leads, well, then what is it? I think it's an easy answer. It's revenue, right? We're trying to make money here with our SEO programs. And that's not to say that you don't ever want to focus on traffic and you don't ever want to focus on leads and you only want to focus on revenue. But the end goal should always be revenue. You should always be optimizing your traffic to ultimately generate revenue and always optimizing your leads to generate revenue. And if all you focus on, if you stop the drill at traffic, then you might get tons of people to your site. And if that's how you're incentivized or rewarded, then that's all you're going to do, independent of whether or not it generates revenue. So by putting it in the lens of revenue, what you're doing is you're really deciding on what type of traffic do we want to get? What type of leads do we want to get? And constantly refining it. And so if you're thinking about kind of how this funnel works here of traffic, leads, and sales, once you start generating traffic, there should be a hypothesis. We think this traffic is good because it's writing on a topic that matches up with our buyers, our end buyers. It's addressing topics that they're going to look at, become interested in us, become leads, and ultimately lead to revenue. And so to fix your traffic side of things, you might set up what this kid's done, where he set it up at Sturgis at a bike rally. Not only that, his messaging is great. Free lemonade, donations appreciated, right? So he's changed his messaging. He's put in a high traffic area, appealing to the right audience. It's real hot out there. And he's a little kid surrounded by a bunch of adults who ultimately respect the entrepreneurship that this kid's put out there. On the right side, kind of funny, He's changed his messaging. He's gone a little outside the box, requesting date money for selling his lemonade. At 75 cents a pop, that's going to be a lot of lemonade. But again, refining messaging, testing out some different things to ultimately get your content in a place where you're going to be able to sell. So whether it's lemonade stands or content, you really need to think about what is the end goal and refine all of those, kind of throw those other metrics out the window, or at least put them in the lens of, yes, we're trying to get traffic. Yes, we're trying to get leads, but how can we do it in a way that's going to lead to revenue? And if you keep that in mind, you're going to save yourself a lot of heartache.